Okay, everybody, we're going to begin in just a very few short moments. First of all, this is a live presentation. So if you're listening to a rebroadcast, understand that there may be a few little snafus or uh, whatever because it is live and we're going to record it and we're not going to edit. For those of you that are on the presentation with us tonight, please, if you have any questions, just put them in the chat box below and we will get to them after the presentation. With that said, I want to go ahead and begin. My name is Pastor Bryan L. Kinney, and basically I have two passions in life. My first passion is teaching the Word of God, and that's foremost and above all else. But my second passion is entrepreneurship. You see, I've been an entrepreneur since I was a small child. I have never worked for anyone more than 6 months in my entire life, and since 1980, I've worked 100% solely for either myself or my family. And I've done a lot of research and I've looked at trends and I want to share that research with you tonight. But before I start, I want to ask this question. Have you ever asked yourself, if only I could have been in the right place at the right time? You know, there are a lot of people that say timing is everything. Well, I don't really believe that timing is everything, but I do believe there are key moments in history where it seems as if the very forces of nature have aligned themselves in such a way that if you were fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time, your life would never be the same. You see, there are five converging mega trends that are going to affect people in different ways. Some people are going to be affected very negatively because these trends are going to literally suck money out of their pocket. On the other hand, there are going to be other individuals that are going to position themselves in such a way that as these trends converge together and increase in frequency, they will be able to receive a true economic benefit. It'll be almost as if money is raining down from the sky upon them. So it is my hope that for those of you that are watching this presentation, that are listening to the rebroadcast, will be able to position yourselves in such a way that you'll be one of the lucky individuals that position themselves to take advantage of what is already begun. Okay, folks, there are five key megatrends that I've identified that are in the process of creating what I call a network marking economic tsunami. So we're going to jump right in and we're going to take a look at these five trends, beginning with the economy. Now, the economy is what I call a driving trend. And when I speak about a driving trend, I mean that whether you position yourself properly or don't position yourself, this trend is going to affect you. It's going to push you either into a state of wealth or into a state of, I don't want to use the word poverty, but let's just say your finances are going to diminish. Now, many of you are aware that we entered into a depression in 2008. In fact, according to our president, he said this was the worst economic conditions since the Great Depression. And the problem is, it is now 2014. In fact, we're near the end of 2014, getting ready to enter in 2015. And the truth of the matter is, this recession is still continuing. In fact, Brian if I pronounced the name wrong, but I think it was Dimitrovic, and writing in the Forbes magazine, he spoke about the unusual long time period of this depression. And he said there is something about the crisis of our own day that is especially bad and that it has lasted so long. So he calls this a crisis. And many of us, we're kind of not paying attention because, we're going on about our lives, but we're not prospering. And everybody really knows something is wrong. You look on the news and they keep telling you that unemployment is like 7, 8%, 9%. Not true, people. When you dig deeper into the records, when you start accounting for those individuals that stopped looking for a job, real unemployment really has risen to about 23% right now. And that's bad. And one of the reasons that our unemployment is so high, and this is not the only reason, I don't have time to go into details, but one that I think you can identify with is automation. You go into the stores and you see self-checkout automation. For some of you that live in certain states like I did in California, they have automatic trucks that come in and pick up your trash. And we know factories are being automated. In fact, folks, they're experimenting in certain countries right now with fast food. Please forgive me. They're experimenting with fast food restaurants that are completely automated. I mean, they prepare the hamburgers, they prepare the food, robotic arms, and load them in the machines, and then you go and put your money in the vending machines. And some people have said that these burgers created by these automated machines is actually better than burgers made by people. Jobs, folks, are a scarcity, especially right now. And if that wasn't bad enough, folks, there's something coming that's going to make this even worse. I would challenge you, excuse me, go to Google, look up the word debt bomb, and you are going to find that you're going to hear people talking about the student loan debt bomb, the national debt bomb, the corporate debt bomb, and basically what they're saying is that we're at the precipice right now, today, where this debt that we have in this country is totally unsustainable. On the news, you hear terms like 17.5 trillion in federal debt. Well, folks, that doesn't include what they call unfunded debt. Unfunded debt or unfunded liabilities is about 127 trillion. 1 trillion is a huge amount of money. 17 trillion is astronomical. 127 is just totally mind-boggling. And the economists have been saying it's unsustainable. And when you add the corporate debt and the consumer debt, folks, we have a bomb that they're saying is not about to explode. They say it has already begun. The economy is just bad, folks. And it's about to get worse. According to a leading financial expert and CIA insider Jim Rickards, now this man is a leading economist and he works for the CIA. He stated a 25-year Great Depression is about to strike America. He stated in another interview, the fact that the financial system is bigger than in 2008 will make this crisis worse. So, folks, we are already in a crisis that has not been fixed, and now it's getting ready to accelerate at an even greater rate. The economy is about to spiral even further downward, but it has never recovered from the first spiral that began in 2008. So, folks, things are looking pretty bad. And you know, most business models in a bad economy suffer. But there's one business model that the worse the economy becomes, the more it thrives. And that's the network marketing business model. Here's a chart that is showing you from 2008 how the network marketing industry has been growing and growing and growing. Now, I should have started from previous years before 2008 so you can see that the industry was literally flat until 2008 where it just began to grow. Had a little dip in 2009 and since then it's just been growing steadily. But think what's going to happen, folks, when the debt bomb hits. And actually, it's more than a debt bomb, but I don't have time to talk about the fact that our money right now that used to be the world dollar that every country had to use. Well, that's changing now as I speak. That's changing. And folks, many economists are predicting that we are entering into one of the worst economic periods in history. Now I want to talk about the second trend, and that's social media. Now, social media is what I call a positional trend. It's a very powerful trend. However, it's not necessarily going to drive you into wealth or drive you into poverty. It's really going to depend on what you do. You're going to have to physically position yourself to take advantage of this trend. Folks, if you haven't been paying attention, social media has become a dominant force. In fact, social media has overtaken porn as the number one activity on the web. Just look at Facebook. 1.2 billion people have Facebook accounts. Daily active users have reached 665 million. 751 million mobile users access Facebook every month. 25% of Facebook users don't even look at their privacy settings. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Let's look at Twitter. 500 million registered Twitter accounts. Twitter grew 44% from June 2012 to March 2013. 288 million monthly active users are on Twitter. 21% of the world's internet population use Twitter every month. Twitter's fastest growing age demographic is 55 to 64 years of age. Let's take a look at another social media um, giant, YouTube. 300 million people have YouTube accounts. YouTube has, get this, 1 billion unique monthly visitors. Folks, let me just tell you right now, if you're not looking into YouTube as a means of building your business, you're missing the boat. 6 billion hours of videos are watched every month on YouTube. YouTube has reached more U.S. adults ages 18 to 34 than any cable TV network. Folks, social media has become a major paradigm shift in our country in the way people socialize, come together, and meet with one another. It is so revolutionary that we're at that point in time where not just these giants that I spoke of, but even smaller social media companies are thriving. Take, for instance, LinkedIn, much smaller than any of the ones that I mentioned, and yet this one, which is very niche, dealing with business to business, every second there are 2 members that join LinkedIn. And let's not forget Instagram and Pinterest and Tumblr and MySpace and so many more. And folks, people are predicting that MySpace is going to make a comeback. Social media networks is a trend that cannot be ignored. The next are mobile devices. Now, mobile devices is also what I call a positional trend. Now, it could be, to a certain extent, a driving trend, but primarily it is a positional trend. It's not really going to put money in your pocket just because this industry is growing. You have to position yourself to take advantage of this particular trend. But folks, there's no denying that mobile devices have become a social phenomenon. In a recent survey, they asked a group of individuals, can you recall the last time your phone was not within earshot? 25% of phone users aged 18 to 41 say they can't even recall the last time their smartphone wasn't next to them. I mean, just go outside, stand in any line. It's as if these phones have become a part of people. It's like they've become their hand, their foot, or their eye, or their ear. They can't seem to live without them. There was another survey where they asked people, would you give up your mobile phone for a week or would you rather give up Some said they would rather give up alcohol, 70% in fact. 63% said they would give up chocolate. 55% said caffeine. 54% they would give up exercise. But folks, 33% said they would literally give up sex. 22% said they would even brush their teeth. 21% said they would walk barefoot, and 20% would give up their computers. Folks, this is indeed a phenomenon. 331 million mobile connections are in the USA alone. The average smartphone bill is $71 per month. The number of people accessing the internet via a mobile phone increased by 60.3%. That's to 814 million people just in the last 2 years. 71% of social networking time is spent on mobile platforms, exceeding the time spent through desktop computers. And smartphone apps capture 86% of consumers' average daily internet. And the big app on the block, folks, is Facebook. That is the dominant mobile app that is out there right now. Now, this next trend is something you may not even know is happening, but you are participating in it right now. And that's social referrals. Now, this is also what I call a positional trend. Right now, the social referral industry is making a lot of industries very wealthy, but it's not making you money unless you learn how to position yourself in such a way as to take advantage. Right now, folks, mass media advertising is a $144 billion industry, yet social sharing is $110 billion. That's people sharing information back and forth, referring people to stuff through the various different social media sites. You see, 40% of consumers trust media advertising, but 97% of consumers trust a friend's recommendation. So as people get to know and like each other and trust each other through social media and they begin to recommend things, well, people are more likely to do it. Let me give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, me and my wife went to the movies. And I was trying to decide it was my turn to pick. We alternate, and it was my turn, and I was going to go pick a movie. And then I saw a friend of mine who I've met and gotten close to primarily through social media, and he said that he went and saw a movie called November Man. And he said he really enjoyed it. So I told my wife, I know what I want to go see. I want to go see November Man because I trusted what a friend, person I got to know, like, and trust shared through the internet. Now, folks, if you could tap into this, if you can position yourself to tap into this, you got something special going on. Now, the fifth trend that I want to share with you tonight is the baby boomers. Folks, I have to tell you, this trend has been driving and creating economic booms and busts since I am a baby boomer, since we were born. When we came into the world, Gerber, all these diaper companies, soap industries, they just exploded. Maybe you remember the shows that they used to call soap operas. You know why soap grew so popular? Because back in the day, when we were babies, they didn't have those little throwaway diapers like people use now. We had real diapers. People had to wash them. I remember our clothesline being full of diapers just for my little tiny brothers and sisters. I mean, the diaper industry exploded. The soap industry exploded. In fact, one of the most powerful network marketing companies on the planet is Amway. And Amway started in the 1950s, and you know what their number one commodity was? Soap. Their entire wealth was built upon a single product, soap. Well, as time moved on, baby boomers like myself, we got tired of hearing our dad say, well, boy, if you want to live under your own rules, get out of my house. Because as long as you're here, you're going to live by my rules. So we left. And when we did, boy, did we create a housing boom, the likes of which people are still talking about today. I mean, the TV airways were full of late night gurus talking about how you can benefit from buying Super 8, Tom Vu, and so many others that just made a mint during that period of time. And when we finally decided to move out of housing, when we stopped buying because we already owned, the industry just went into a severe market crash. We became older and we started being concerned about our health. And as a result, the health food industry just went into overdrive. The health food industry is still in overdrive primarily because of baby boomers. Folks, baby boomers drive economies. And that's why I say that baby boomers are both a driver and a positional, because it's going to actually affect you. What baby boomers do is going to affect everyone. We control 85% of the wealth. But if you could position yourself in such a way as to take advantage of where baby boomers are right now, you could possibly create for yourself true financial independence. You see, right now, over 50 is the fastest growing segment of this social media phenomenon. Baby boomers are also retiring with an average about 50,000 in retirement savings. And we realize that that simply is not enough money to keep working to make ends meet. So let's take a quick look at this, what this is saying. One of the reasons that baby boomers are the fastest growing segment of social media is because we are retiring and we got time. So we're pulling out our computers and experimenting with our phones, and we're looking into this social media phenomenon. At the same time, we got to figure out how we're going to make ends meet. We got some money, but it's not going to last. So we got to do something. And this is the trend that you need to understand. I know a lot of people, when they think of baby boomers, they're still stuck in the health food industry. But let me tell you, that's not where the boom is right now with baby boomers. That's where it was. Where it is right now is being able to help them realize a true economic benefit so that they can make ends meet, so that they can take advantage of their increasing interest in social media. Now, I already pointed out that since 2008, the network marketing industry has been growing like crazy, primarily due to economic conditions. But I'm about here to tell you that from the present on, that growth is about to accelerate like never before. You see, according to AARP, 50% of all baby boomers will start a business within the next few years. Now, since 2008, if you look at this chart, there has been over 1.7 million new people who came into the network marketing industry since 2008. And that 1.7 million people has literally created an economic boom in the network marketing industry. You know, prior to 2008, the network marketing companies have always made a lot of money, but there hadn't been any real companies that really took off like a rocket going into what we call the $1 billion category. $1 billion is like $1,000 million a year. That's like $100 million a month, folks. That's just crazy, crazy money. But there hasn't been a company that really did that. But since 2008, we've literally had three companies because of this influx of people into the network marketing industry that have gone into the $1 billion club. Now keep that in mind, because right now there are over 75 million baby boomers, and if the AARP is correct, that means over 37 million new business owners will be flooding into the marketplace within the next few years. That means millions upon millions of baby boomers will be jumping into network marketing. Now, folks, A boom was created with just 1.8 million. We're talking multiple millions coming into this industry within the next few years. Can you imagine the effect that's going to have? Robert Lohr in Forbes magazine wrote, the entire industry, referring to the network marketing industry, is poised for explosive growth and can be one of the most significant solutions to America's current retirement savings crisis. Pay attention to what I'm saying to you people. This is a powerful trend, and you want to be positioned to take advantage of it. Folks, now is the time to be involved in network marketing. But I have to tell you, all network marketing companies simply are not equal when it comes to dealing with capitalizing off of these 5 trends. So I want to share with you just a few insights, just a little bit of information, solely not a complete overview of this topic, but I want to share with you a few things that you might want to look at, a few elements to help you decide what network marketing company you might want to be involved with. Now remember, we said the economy is a driving trend. And it hasn't recovered, but we also have this debt bomb. And people are not interested in increasing debt. They're interested in decreasing, not increasing. So what you want to look for in a company is whether or not it saves people money. So if you can find a network marketing company that has built in with it a savings component, let me give you an example. Um, let's say that people are already spending money for cable TV. Now, despite what you see advertised on TV, they may be $29, $39, but when you really look at it, you end up spending $80 to $100 every single month to get that cable TV package, even that basic one. Supposing someone came up with a way that your true cost really was that $19 or $29, really saving people money. You got something there. So you want to find out if it's something that a company that is taking something that people are already, we're not talking creating a new debt. Like pills, potions, lotions. We don't want to create a new debt. But we're talking about if you can really help a person save money on something that they're already spending. That's a network marketing company you want to look into. Now, social media. Like I said, this is a positional trend. And we need to really consider looking into companies that are taking advantage of this social network paradigm. Now, remember I mentioned LinkedIn. There was a reason why I mentioned that, because LinkedIn is a niched social media network. And like I said, every second, 2 new members are joining that LinkedIn service. They're coming in. So it is time for network marketing companies to think about creating their own social media platform. And it's not easy to do. But if you ever find a network marketing company that has built a social media platform, that's a network marketing company you really need to consider looking into. And I happen to know a couple, not just one or two, I know a few that are trying to create their own social media platform. Cell phones, the cell phone phenomenon. This is another one of those positional trends. Now, there are a lot of ways that a person, a company can maybe tap in to this cell phone phenomenon. But I'm going to suggest to you that phone apps is a key method, because phone apps is something that people use. So you want to find a network marketing company that provides apps that people really want to use. An app that perhaps helps them to gain a financial benefit. Another thing that you might want to consider is companies that focus on providing infrastructure for the cell phones and mobile devices to operate on. Now, there are several companies that are out there doing that. So if you are fortunate enough to find a company that, one, has an app that people want to use, and number two, has managed to figure out a way to tap into that cell phone infrastructure. And the reason I say the infrastructure is because every mobile device has to operate on the infrastructure. They can it become a new technologies can develop. The new iPhone, I think they're coming out with the iPhone 6 right now. Pretty soon they'll probably have the iPhone 50. But they're all going to operate on this infrastructure. So providing that structure by which the mobile devices can operate on would be a great way to position yourself to take advantage of this cell phone phenomenon. Social referrals, another positional trend. You know, a lot of network marketing companies have adopted within their systems what we used to call in the old days a downline builder, which really was a system or platform built into your back office that allowed you to send an email blast to people that are in your email database with either Yahoo, Outlook, or Gmail. And this you could, in a way, say is the first generation of having a social referral system. And many companies, not all, but a lot have adapted that technology. But what you want today is to find a company that creates a platform that not only allows you to utilize email, but think about this, that actually allows you to have a built-in referral system where they create the graphics, because social media is driven by graphics, where they create professional looking stuff where you could just share it and it'll be linked to you automatically on multiple social media platforms. So if a friend sees it, links it, they automatically come to you. How powerful would that be? So I suggest that you look for network marketing companies that literally have a social referral system built within it. Finally, baby boomers. As I stated, this is both a driving trend and a positional trend. Now, I can tell you, baby boomers are interested in a lot of different things. First of all, they are retiring. We are retiring. We don't want to just sit at home all day long. We want to have something to do. So, network marketing from that aspect um, is attractive to baby boomers. But another thing is our key driving factors. We want to supplement our income, but understand we're in our 60s, you know, uh, moving into our 70s. We really don't plan to work forever, even though we know we're going to have to work forever. We don't really want to, and what we don't mind spending the next 5, 10 years, but we want to be able to create an income that at any moment that we feel like leaving to go visit our grandkids, that we feel like traveling, that money just keeps coming in. So residual income, true residual income, is a way to be positioned to take advantage of this group. So you want to look for a company, a network marketing company, that maximizes one's ability to create residual income. Now, I have another training that I do on residual income, and in that training, I point out that there are 3 elements that a product needs to have to really take advantage of creating residual income. And those 3 things are: it has to be a product that everybody wants, but it also needs to be a product that everybody needs. And this is critical. It's got to be a product that everybody cannot do without. Now, you find those 3 elements, folks, you're positioned yourself to really prosper in the coming years ahead. And if you can find a network marketing company that has every single one of these, I mean, that's almost impossible, but if you were fortunate enough to do so, and you were to align yourself with that company and do the work to prosper, well, folks, you will be positioning yourself to accelerate in the years ahead and to take care of your family forever. Now, as I stated, there are a lot of companies, network marketing companies, that are capitalizing on one or more of these various different elements. But there are maybe just a few, and I pretty much only know one company that is literally capitalizing on every single one. And so I want to take a moment and just briefly share with you that company. You see, there's a company out there right now by the name of SolarVay. And SolarVay is making history. It's changing lives right this very minute as we speak. Now, SolarVay is a social commerce slash technology company. And what they've done is they developed and received a patent for our nation's very first social commerce platform. And on September 21st, 2014, they began beta testing this social commerce platform, and they had to make a decision. What were they going to put through this platform? And so they looked at trends. They looked at a lot of the things that I spoke about, and they determined that one, they needed mobile. They needed some kind of mobile service. They needed social. But most importantly, they needed to be able to help people financially. In fact, I would venture that there's not a single person who's attending this webinar that has not thought about something financial as it relates to their life at some point throughout this day. In fact, almost every day, not just baby boomers, almost all of us, especially adults, are thinking about our financial needs. So SolarVay became what is called an MVNO. That's a mobile virtual network operator. And they not only developed their social commerce platform, they also developed a social sharing platform. And then they went out and they began to set up a partnership. And they set a partnership with T-Mobile and to provide T-Mobile's mobile service plans. Now, you got to understand they didn't really um, become like a true partner. What they did was they became an MVNO and they contracted with T-Mobile to utilize their infrastructure, which right now is the fastest 4G LTE infrastructure in our country. Then they took that infrastructure or they took that mobile service plans and they added it to their social commerce platform. And the result was they were able to help people to develop residual income. So what they did was they then took and developed mobile apps. And through the mobile apps, people could now use their phones to tie into their social networking platform and their social sharing platform. And then they added this to a network marketing structure. And the results have just been phenomenal. Now, you got to understand what SolarVay was doing, what SolarVay still is doing, is cutting edge. This is something that has never been done before. And whenever you're launching something new, you got to understand that things don't always go perfectly. You're learning, you're developing, you're growing. And that's kind of what happened with SolarVay. In fact, I want to read this poem. I know this might seem strange to read a poem by Langston Hughes, but I want to read this poem. He said, "Well, son, I tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time I've been a climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners and sometimes going in the dark, but where there ain't been no light. So, boy, don't turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps 'cause you find it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for I's still going, honey. I's still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stairs." And you see, in SolarVay's launching, this is, like I said, was brand new, something never done before. They experienced some issues. Now, I have to be honest with you. I've been in network marketing quite some time, and I have a lot of friends that's been in network marketing for some time, and they were calling me all the time and saying, Bryan, do you understand that what this company has gone through in the past several months is suicide for a network marketing company? And then I would respond to them, folks, don't you understand that this company is doing something that you've never seen before? What you would normally would expect to be devastational is nothing but growing pains. Because you see, Solovay literally changed their compensation plan multiple times. They literally ended up having to file a business uh, reorganization plan with the Chapter 11 bankruptcy court. And a lot of people threw up their hands and thought, well, this was going to be the end of Solovay. But I have to tell you, don't turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps because you find it's kind of hard. Don't you fall now. That kind of was Solovay's philosophy, because the truth of the matter was, even though they had these setbacks, something phenomenal happened. They did the absolute impossible. In the midst of them having all of these issues, the power of their social commerce platform, the power of them picking something everybody wants, everybody needs, people cannot live without. That's that mobile service plan. The power of them creating a social sharing network. Folks, in the first 23 months, they had over 350,000 people say yes to their value proposition, despite all the problems that they had. They were able to fully develop an integrated mobile network through social media. Never been done before. They were able to save their members over $95 million. Folks, get that. They saved them $95 million in their first 23 months. The company generated in the first 23 months 100 million, but it's really been 24 months now, and they've literally generated over 110 million dollars in revenues. Folks, that's nothing to sneeze at. Red Herring awarded them and selected them as one of the top 100 technology companies in the world, and they paid their distributor base over $27 million. They did this in their first 23 months while they were learning, while they were readjusting, while they were tweaking. Folks, they literally have built the first true social commerce network and platform. And they are ready to rock and roll starting on October 1st. So it depends on whether you're watching this before then or after then. Solovay is getting ready to go into their next phase, and they're not beta testing this time, folks. They're going full strong. They've corrected all the errors. They've set themselves up now to take this incredible platform to a whole brand new level. And they're going to be launching with all the major changes on October 1st. And what they did was they made social sharing easy. They created these apps that works with people's cell phones, allowing them to take this mobile service and share it through social media, through phone apps, through all these different mechanisms. And they made it so easy for people to do. And they started, like I said, with mobile service. But folks, they're going to be branching out and putting through this same platform all types of goodness services, energy, offers and promotional, financial service, insurance, cable. All of these things are going to be soon placed through this platform. But they're still working with the mobile service. So sometime next year, you're going to really start seeing the full power of what Solovay is offering. And so now is the time. Now is the time to get involved with this company. You see, right now, people are using Solovay's system to gain a financial benefit, doing nothing but sharing and growing basically utilizing their built-in social commerce platform. In fact, this platform is so simple that right now 80-year-old grandmothers are able to sign up people with just a click of a button. They just send them to their site, and the site does all the work for them. What they've done is truly remarkable. What they have done is created a system that is so powerful that people are gaining financial benefits right this very second as we speak. And when the new system kicks in, folks, you're going to see more six-figure income earners than any other company. I do believe there's going to be more six-figure income earners produced through SolarVay than any other company that's out there right now. Now, I only want to go through this real briefly, so I just want to share with you two ways to join SolarVay. The first way is just to become a member. There's no contracts, there's no hidden fees, there's no upfront charges, there's no membership fees, there's no credit checks. What you get is unlimited mobile service on the nation's fastest LTE network. You get unlimited data, unlimited calling, unlimited text, unlimited international text, plus you get access to their referral system for free. Because SolarVay's costs are way below the national average, the average person, when they become a member of SolarVay, experience an immediate savings. Remember, in today's economy, people want to save money, not spend money. That is an incredible product that SolarVay is offering. But they go a step further, because even as just as a member, if you refer 6 people utilizing their social sharing system, using their social commerce platform, or just contacting and talking to your friends and family, you get help. You help 6 people come into SolarVay. You will get your mobile service absolutely free. You'll get 500 megabytes of high-speed data, unlimited voice texting, international texting, taxes and insurance, everything paid for free. You refer 3 more, and you get 2 gigabytes of high-speed data. And if you need more high-speed data, pay an extra $20 to get 4 gigabytes of high-speed data. So this is the perfect plan in a bad economy because it helps people to save money, which is so critical. So many families, the cell phone happens to be one of the biggest expenses that a lot of families are paying right now. And to be able to get their service for free is phenomenal. And they make it easy by allowing people to have free access to their social referral system. Not only do we have the built-in email system that many other companies have, folks, they've taken it to the next level where they also have a platform that allows you to share through Facebook, Twitter, and other platforms are coming on. The company literally produces professional videos for you, professional graphics for you, professional products that you can share. Facebook, Twitter, email, already done for you, making it very easy for you to get the word out and to get your 6 people. Now, the second way to become SolarVay is become what we call a brand partner. These are people who want to build a business with SolarVay. You get to earn when you share with others. You build residual income, and this is what is attractive, not just to baby boomers, to a whole lot of people are really interested in building long-term, sustainable, lifetime residual income. They also have, at some point, when you qualify, they will give you a free Mercedes. You get to join their Mercedes club. But the real benefit is that you gain true financial freedom, and they help you develop personally as a leader, as a person of significance in your community. But unlike any other company that I have seen, this company capitalizes on the strongest growth trends of our day: the economy, social sharing networks, social platforms, baby boomers, mobile service like none other. And this is the amazing thing, folks. It only takes $2.98 to start your own social commerce network. Now, I can tell you as a business owner, someone who has owned businesses from 1980 on, I've never spent that little bit of money to own a business like this. And this is what you get. This is a one-time fee. You get a free 30-day trial of Solavay's advanced back office, which is a high-tech business management system that helps you with accounting, helps you with marketing, all built in for you. You get 15 SIM cards. You're going to need those when you're helping people to get their phones switched over to cellular. You get a self-replicating website that you can send people to so they can join your team with SolarVay. You get personal development tools, business development training, marketing resources, social media training, and much, much more. And I need to point something out about the social media training. Just a few years ago, I spent $498 one-time fee to take a training with Mike Bontempo just for social media. Last year, I took a training with Mari Smith, $298 to take her social media training. Let me tell you something, people. The social media training alone is worth far more than the $298 that Solavay is charging for you to become a brand partner. You have access to me. You have access to others that are really masters in utilizing social media. So let me just tell you, even if you don't want to do this as a business, if you want to learn how to market through social media, pay the $298 and become a brand partner. Now, what do you need to do right this very minute? Well, it's very simple. You need to sign up for one of our mobile service plans. We have 4 plans for you to choose from. 3 of the plans are data plans. 1 is a non-data plan. All of them have unlimited voice, unlimited text, unlimited international text. The $39 plan, you get 5 megabytes of high-speed data and unlimited at 2G speeds from then on out. The 49, you get 2 gigabytes high-speed data, unlimited 2Gs from then on out. 69, you get 4 gigabytes high-speed data, and it's unlimited after you reach your high speed at 2 gigabytes. So technically you get unlimited data, unlimited voice, unlimited international calling with every single plan. However, Solavay, once like I showed you before, you refer 6 people. That $39 plan is absolutely free, including taxes and insurance. 3 more, the $49 plan is absolutely free. But because you are listening to this before our launch, Solavay is doing something special. We just celebrated on the 21st our 2-year anniversary. So if you go out and get 6 to get free, and you enroll those people before September 30th, Solavay is going to give you and every single person that you enroll a $20 discount for your first 30 days. That means if you join Solavay right now, if you join our $29 plan, you pay $9. If you join with our $39 plan, you pay $19. If you join with our $49 plan, you pay $29. If you join our $69 plan, you pay $49 for your first 30 days. And the same applies for anyone that you enroll. So you can literally enroll for $9, enroll 6 more people for $9, and you will have the $39 plan for free. And the same will apply for them. But you have to act now because the 30th is coming quickly. But that's not all. If you get 6 people, enroll now, and you sign up 6 people before December 30th, not only will you get unlimited voice, text, and data 100% free, you'll get the $298 brand partner fee waived. So in other words, if you act now, if you can take advantage of this and move swiftly before the 30th, which is a few days away, Solavay will waive that $298 brand partner fee, and you will have a business, and it will cost you nothing. Now, once you become a member, and for anyone that's an existing member, every time you help someone get 6 people or become a social share before September 30th, they're going to give you a $50 bonus for each and every person. Folks, this is an incredible opportunity, but once again, it's one of those moments in time where you got to act now. So what you really need to do before September 30th is get six and get free. Now, that was just a really quick review of what Solivay has to offer. And by no means was that a complete presentation of Solivay. My goal tonight was to let you know that network marketing is about to explode, that there are certain key elements that you need to look for in a network marketing company. And if you haven't already found one, I'm suggesting that you jump in and get involved with Solivay. So someone might have invited you to watch this webinar, and if they did, I suggest that you get with that person right now. I also suggest that you watch the full Solivay presentation. Now you can watch it at forus.teamsolivay.com/social. forus.teamsolivay.com/social. Then sign up today. Don't waste time. There's only a few days left before the 30th, and you want to take advantage of the offer that Solivay has presented on the table right now. All I can tell you, this is one of those rare moments in time where you really just need to act and take full advantage, because I'm telling you, I've done the research for you. Now, before closing, there is a date that you need to put on your calendar, and that is September 30th at 5 p.m. Solivay is going to have a very special broadcast. It's going to be a webinar, and they're going to share new tools and initiative tips, trips. There's going to be some more value added to Solivay. They're going to bring some new stuff to the table. So make sure that you go to It's Happening webcast.solivay.com and watch this presentation on the September 30th at 5 p.m. If you join Solivay, I will make sure that you have that information. If you still would like to attend even without joining, that's okay. Email me at bryanknn@gmail.com, and I will send you the link to watch this presentation. I appreciate everyone for attending this call. I'm going to bring the recording to an end, and then I'm going to answer any questions that you may have. So it's been, for those of you who are listening to this rebroadcast, I'm signing off now, and I just want to appreciate you and thank you for taking the time to listen. God bless and goodbye.